Well, good evening. Yes, I nearly missed the start then because I was looking for some stuff. Yes, good evening. Welcome Wednesday. Wednesday with the Churchill tank. And yes, it's looking a little bit different to when you last saw it. I hope so anyway. Yes, last week we worked on the exhaust, and then I've gone on and given it its green base coat, which was, if I can find it, as I mentioned, the Vallejo camouflage olive green. That's what I'm going to use anyway. That's how I'm going to do it, and that's what it is. I missed the start because I was looking for some wash, because what I think I'll do the tracks today. But without further ado anyway, let's go back a little bit and welcome everybody in tonight. Thanks for coming back and supporting me. Don't forget, you can meet me on Patreon or use Super Chat. That's the big $sign at the bottom of chat. Every little bit of a donation is most welcome. Keeps me going, keeps me being able to buy models, and yes, when I remember to turn up, I'll come here as well. But it's been a hectic week for me, and I'm actually shattered tonight. So we'll see how long the show lasts anyway. But let's go on and welcome you all. Welcome everybody to Skipper Scale Models, the show where you could have some fun, a chat, just hang out and whatever. But Mark was the first one in tonight. Mark Shallard. Good evening to you, Mark. Then it was me. I was in, yes, just in, checking everything, pressing buttons, and I've also got a furry thing on my microphone now, so hopefully you can hear me without all the popping and fizzing and puffs. Yes, well, there we are. Wendy Hickson, good evening to you, Wendy. Athol's in, good evening. He says, this is going to be a huge show. There's only Ted, Mark, Skipper and myself. So it doesn't matter. It's not the quantity, but it's the quality. It's the quality of my followers. But thank you all for coming in. Wendy, Sarah Jane, good evening. She's here on thumbs up. Yes, don't forget, give it a thumbs up. If you like the video, if you like what I'm doing, give us a thumbs up. If you don't like what I'm doing, if you want to give a thumbs down, do let me know. Drop me a line. Let me know where I'm going wrong and I can change things. But, Michael Johnson, good evening to you, Michael. Where else are we? Yeah, a lot of talking between yourselves. Sarah Jane, Malibu is poured. Well done, Jane. Well done, Sarah. Yes, pour the Malibu. I haven't got a drink with me tonight at all even. I haven't even got any Council Pop. So if I dry up midstream, that's what's happened. Because I'm at work tomorrow. And I'm absolutely shattered, so I think I probably, if it goes quiet, could somebody give me a ring on my mobile just to wake me up? Because I'm probably likely to drop off, but never mind. Oh, does Teddy Noise on tonight? Yes, I do. Sunday night, I forgot completely, and I was out with the sons because he's just moved house, and I'm doing everything. Kids these days don't seem to have grasped the art of decorating and painting and wallpapering and putting lights up and things like that. Where did we learn it all at? Take me watch off, so that's not in a way. No, I haven't got a drink tonight, so I'll make up for it tomorrow. Snow has gone south. Yes, we've got snow in the Lake District. It's looking beautiful at the moment. We're down at the jetty, can see all the snow at the hills. Oh yes, talking of the jetty, if you want to see where I work, Antiques Roadshow, Part 2 is on Sunday. BBC One, I think it's at 8 o'clock, but check the listings. Go and have a look, see where I work. And I have discussed it with work. I will be doing a little Patreon exclusive to show you some behind the scenes of where I work and all the rest of it. So go and have a look, yeah. But go and put it on your Sky remote or whatever you've got now to press buttons and record it on Sunday. But I'll be there. Well, I might not be, but you never know. I could be in the background somewhere. Spot Ted on Antiques Roadshow. Yes, seeing how much I'm worth. Oh, so yes, snow everywhere else. Bobbins 9000, yo, how to you? Fox is in. Good evening, Fox. He's watching, but he might not be in chat for a bit. It's either tea time, teeth cleaning time, or he's playing a game somewhere. Yeah, but welcome to Fox. Oh, where else are we? Oh, John Paul. Hi, John Paul. Welcome to you. Michael Johnson. I've done that one. Yes, Ted, my next door neighbour hasn't learned how to hoover or clean anything. Right. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Yes, I've lost track of what I've already said. Yes, yeah, kids these days don't know. Ted, I'm not supposed to be drinking because I'm not coming off hospital appointment, but yeah, I need some Malibu. Yes, a little touch won't harm. You see these old people that live till they're 202, and what's the news go around and film them and says, what's the secret to your longevity and how you live so long? Well, my dear, I've had a wee dram every night before I go to bed. So I can't be doing them very much. Can't be doing them wrong by very much at all. So good. Where else? Michael Strawman, good evening to you. Right. So there we are, down in the bottom of the chat. Welcome to you all anyway, as I say so. But yeah, don't forget, if you've got any friends, go out, tell your friends, bring them back, and we'll have a chat. We'll see how long we can get on for tonight. I'm looking maybe to do about an hour tonight. We'll see how we get on with this. But what we're going to do tonight is look at the tracks. Tracks are on. She's looking a bit of a mean beast now, isn't she? She's looking quite nice now. Now she's green. Once again, it's fresh paint, so I don't want to scratch paint. Vallejo is very susceptible to usage damage, so when you do spray it, before you put your gloss coat on or your clear coat, be very careful of how you handle it, because you can sort of rub the paint off quite easily. Now then, I've got to see if I can remember how this comes apart. There we go. That comes off there like that. Now I thought I'd put it all together because there's such a lot of track to do. There's all listed on the tracks. But it's a bit pointless if you can't see half of it. And you're not going to see the bottom bit because that's the bit that it sits on. And unless when people come round to, or if people come round to look at my models, I don't let them pick them up and have a look upside. So what's the point of doing all these bits? You can do the bits that you can see. Yeah, work smarter. So anyway, I'm going to have a go with track wash, enamel wash. Not used it. Shake well before using this enamel paint to make washes. Use enamel thinner. Clean the brushes. Yeah, we'll have a go at that. I did shake it up. So, what's everybody else been up to? We're obviously, yeah. I'm obviously back at work, working hard as well now. The cafe's open. Hopefully, at the end of the month, the museum will be open too. But we've been quite busy because the poo tank at work isn't working. So we've had to be pumping the poo tank out and getting motors and things repaired and using lots of gloves and things. But yes, jobs like that have to be done. That's what goes on behind the scenes in a museum. So what else has everybody been up to? Have you been at work? Have you been relaxing at home? Have you been doing any building? Athol, are you still on with those space wolves, or have you progressed past them yet, or onto something else? Right, that, yeah, I haven't used this paint before, so it's been stood. I think, let's have a look, see what we can find. So all the pigments in it I've sort of separated, so I think I might need to do another shaky. Scrape some of the pigments around. If you have any questions, want to ask about anything at all, do put it in bold, because I'm blind, I can't see anything. And yeah, last week when I was painting, I think it was Sunday with Chris, the week last Sunday, I couldn't see anything, and I think my eyesight's got worse, so I have to do something about that. So anyway, let's have a look at this. What we need is a bit of a brush for washing. What I've done with the tracks already, I've gone over and given them a rust primer. No, I haven't given them a rust primer at all. I give them a track primer, and this is going to be about the same colour, so I just wondered if it's going to work, or we need to go onto a rusty primer. But here we go. I was thinking of making my own wash, but that's where I was when I missed the cue to where the music stopped. I was looking for a wash. Here we go anyway. EC Idaho, high tide working as per normal, working on 1,500 space battleship Yamato. Hey Fox, yeah, somebody's doing that with Yamato. Yes, you have to swap notes, because Fox has got one above his monitor. So, yes. Yamato. I did some tree felling this afternoon. I mistook the branch for the tree trunk. No wonder it was like, oh yes, I love felling trees. Last season, I think it was actually just as lockdown started here in the UK, I went out and bought a chainsaw. Yeah, brilliant. I'm just looking for things to cut down now with it. Sarah, buy a chainsaw. You'll never have as much fun. Yeah, I could make that rude, but you'll never have as much fun unless you get a chainsaw. John Paul just finished the GT40 Ford. The bad boy was hiding all the... too bad the body was hiding all the detail. Have you made it so the body comes off? I think if I was to build the Panzer IV again, I'd arrange it so that the bodywork came off. Because quite often, especially with trumpeter kits, I do find with trumpeter kits, they do that. They do a lot of detail that you can't see. But it makes all for the fun of it, and you know it's there. Evening Ted says, Mark, hope you're well. I am, yeah, just shattered, but I'm here. I'll guarantee you an hour at least, and then if I don't fall asleep, we'll see how it goes from there. But welcome to you. Where we at? Off work next week, says Bobbins, so finish painting the 1350 aircraft carrier. Which one? Yeah, aircraft carriers, nice. Has anybody seen the Royal Marines training video with the jetpacks? If you haven't, Google, go on YouTube and look at Royal Marine jetpacks. Not yet. Wait after the show's finished. Yeah, it's real fun. You know, the jetpacks that they've been sort of using around the world and things. The Royal Marines have taken them on to use as evaluate for boarding ships. And they're brilliant. They fly off the rib and fly over the ship and land on it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure it'll get developed. Where else are we? Evening Ted, hope you're well, says Mark. Done that one. Want to make a goose? Yes, see, I woke him up. Oh, Yamamoto. He's got the 350, but I haven't built it for anything. I think Ted was getting it previously. yeah, you haven't got it, but you can see it. It's above your monitor. Yeah, it's because you always point to it. It's up there. Graham Robert, John Paul, Athol, there it is, Bobby. I did see one or two of yous in Festa's chat this afternoon. I just popped my head in the door just when I had 5 minutes to kill, just while Mrs. Ted was in a shop or something. I just popped in. I didn't have time to chat or anything, but I did see one or two of yous in there. So welcome back. Yeah, Wednesdays, I believe Wednesdays is quite a good day because there's lots of people about. Lots of people to stream. Also, one reason, while I'm doing these tracks, one of the reasons I like to do the tracks when they're on the vehicle is that you can work and blend the weathering effects into the wheels. The Churchill tank is a little bit different to the tracks, or the tracks are a little bit different to normal tracks, whereas the usual tracks you see have like horns, little sticky up bits inside. These I'm sure there must be a proper technical name for it, but these tracks, the rollers seem to run on a guide rail on the tracks. Is that the right term? So all of this, I don't know if you could see it, all of this in here will be sort of like a polished. We'll do them a bright metallic polish, as though they have been, the rust and such has been worn off. Because this tank, I'm not planning it to be in a muddy field. It will have been travelling on sort of paved roads, metallic roads, yeah, and it will be more dusty than muddy. So that's how we're gonna weather this. But we will need some rust and some weathering on the wheels and the tracks. What they don't tell you is, due to the cuts in the armed forces, there's only the jetpacks. Yeah, no helicopters anymore. Yeah, why do we need helicopters when we supply everybody with jetpacks? Much cheaper. Michael Johnson finished the 135th Flak 88. You can come along on Monday and get a ding for that. We don't do dings, not on a Monday. Bobbin says it's a USS Hancock. I don't know what that one is. I'll have to look it up. Go back in chat. It's nice to see chats rolling and you're all interacting with each other. That's what this is all about. And if you are out there in chatland, if you're out there in video land and you're not in here chatting, don't be shy. Come along and say hello. Introduce yourself. Even if you just come in for that bit, come and say hi. Tell us what you're into. What genre of modelling you're into, if you are at all. You might just be here as a random person, just watching me painting, which will appear as though I'm painting nothing because of the colours. But yeah, I can assure you it is changing the colour. It's looking good. Then I'll go across this with some rust as well. I need to find the rust washes. Do it in washes and then go over with pigments to give it a bit of texture. Even 1/35, you can add a little bit of texture. Anything smaller than 1/35, you're just looking more at the colour. So there we go. Where else are we? Ooh. Bottoms up, second drinky pod. Oh yes, go for it, Sarah. Yes, you'll live to 102. Queen Lizzie Carrier is in the Scottish course for training. That'd be a brilliant sight to see. Might see it, depends on which way it goes back south. Sometimes they come down the Irish Sea and we get a bit of a glimpse of them just at the Irish Sea. If you're looking at and the weather's good, depends which way it goes. I'm really trying to resist the urge to start doing some washes on the tank itself, but I'm not ready for that yet because I need to put clear coat on. So we'll just continue working on these tracks. So we're not doing them all because yeah, that's not, it's not working smartly, is it? Oh, Titch, Mac, little glass of Chardonnay for him tonight. Yes, that's very nice. I had some wine yesterday. I don't know what it was, but yeah, it was wine. I haven't had a glass of malt for a long time. I've just been too busy. But I've got my new boots now, so I can hopefully start fell walking soon. Get out when I find a day to myself. I can go and do some fell walking and take my hip flask with me to celebrate reaching the summit of some fell in a beautiful Lake District. And if anybody else is in the Lake District coming up for a holiday, let me know. And if you want to go for a walk, we can find something suitable to suit your abilities, because I'm always happy for a partner, a walking buddy. Oh, fell walking plus hip flask equals fell walking. I see what you did there. Well done, Fox. Yes. Right. And yes, as it's been sunny up until bank holiday, because bank holiday was awful. Who had the barbecues out? Who has had the first barbecue of the season? Anybody? Has it been? Have you? You can meet your friends in the garden, so that means strike up the barbie. So yeah, we want to know. Yes, we want to know who's had the barbecue and what's best on the barbecue. What would you put on a barbie? What works best? Right, I think I've done that one. And as I say, the colour of this wash is almost identical to the colour of the track primer. So I've really just wasted a bit of time. So there we go. Right, now then, if you get these pots and you open them, keep them upright, because if you ever store them lying down, everything will just run out of them. I promise. Right, let's see if we can find a track one. Won't be a minute. Mud. See? That happens. Splashes. That's mud. That's mud. That's mud. That's mud. Right. I think what we're going to have to do then is we'll do it with a rust primer and make a wash out of it. Oh, chap. Bank holiday Monday morning was brilliant, but the afternoon went downhill fast. Showers, yes, it was horrible. It was horrible. Even on the Lake District, the ferries, the steamers, all cancelled the sailings, and everybody went home early. A friend said they were on the M6 coming south. Oh no, they were on the A590, which is the road from the M6 into Cumbria, and they were on the road and everybody was heading home. So it's just a bit thinner in the airbrush, just a little bit of airbrush thinner, which is the same stuff, just a little bit of paint thinner into this primer, and we can make a wash. It won't last. There, that's better. That's giving us a little bit of a different colour on these tracks. I do have some actual rust primers, rust wash somewhere, but I can't find it. If you want to use a bright rust, look how about a dirty orange wash. Yeah, I've got some light rust primer pigment. I'll use that. I'll get this wash down and then go over with a pigment. But yeah, this is working now. This is Yeah, you're seeing this, you see me now do this live. This is how I do it when I'm filming builds. I just mess around and play and add things until I get the right colours. Right, what we can do now, while that's wet, see, already a bit of a different colour in there. While that's wet, put a bit of a pigment on. And the way to wash will hold the pigment when it dries. Cool. See how it's changing colour? Back in the chat, let's see what's going on. Mark had his first barbecue a couple of weeks ago. Best thing on a barbecue is ribs, pork, lamb or beef. Yes, meat. Yeah. Vegetarians and barbecues. Apologies to any vegetarians out there. Vegetarians, barbecues. Nah. Can I have fish? Yeah. Vegetarians eat. Does vegetarians eat fish? I think they do, don't they? Right. Let's go on with another wash round the corner. And yeah, for Sunday night, I do apologise for missing Sunday night, but I have got a few things saved in my wish list, basket, whatever you want to call it, in the games workshop area that I haven't quite pulled the trigger on which one I want to get yet. But any Games Workshop people out there for the Sunday night? Now I'm getting near finishing the Hydra. Any ideas what I should build next? What should I go for? Oh, who knew that you needed to prime your rust? Always, yes. Work with, yeah. Prime your rust. Prime your rust. Candy, hi Candy. And Twisted Rail Hobbies is there as well. And Candy can't join in the chat. I certainly read along, listen, and laugh at. Yeah, welcome. It's nice to know you're here in the background, Candy. Yeah, as Daddy's not here to ask, and Ted never remembers, I forget. I come up into the loft and forget why I've come up here. Yeah. I think what I need to do is set up a location beacon and send it to Fox, so that when I come into the loft, when I come into the workshop, Fox can get a ping. Fox gets a status update telling him where I'm at, and then he can send me a text to remind me why I've come here. Yeah, Ted, it's Sunday. That was it, yeah, because he did send me a message on Sunday. Ted, are you streaming tonight? It was I forgot. Is it Sunday? Being a bank holiday weekend, I don't know what day it is. and now I'm back at work because we don't have weekends. So belly and bench, don't forget what's in your belly or what's on the bench. Yeah, but if it's something on the bench that's lots of numbers and types and things like that, yeah, you could just tell us what's in your belly, because I won't understand what the numbers are. Where's my other brush? Where's my other brush? There we go. So looking a bit more tanky track like. It's a bit bright at the moment. Don't worry, it'll calm down. It won't be as bright as that. So we could go across the other side, do the same again over here. Oh, as fish are not plants, vegetarians would not eat them. Some do. Yeah. Oh. Mac, some do. They're called pescatarians. Yeah, that's people that just eat fish, isn't it? And Steve 131. Yes, I should say yes. What you're going to do with this rusting stuff is slap it on, because that's what you're going to do. A little bit of doesn't matter if you just go over all the track, because you can. We'll do the dry brushing highlights of the parts of the track that come in contact with the road. We'll do that later when it's all dried. With tanks, yeah, don't over rust your track, because if a tank's in use, its tracks are not going to be that rusty, because they move, they rub along the ground, so all the rust gets worn off. Just give me a minute, I'll just get this bit in here. I'm doing it with the wrong brush. Never mind. Oh. But remember, Ted is of that age when he forgets things like goldfish. Pardon? Yeah, yes. Oh. Billy, tonight was 2 beef mince pasties plus chip tatties and a portion turnip mash, and while sitting here watching you nibbling on beef chips and drinking coffee. So, yeah, cool. I should have brought a drink myself, because I'm needing one now. all this chatting makes you dry. I should have brought a wee dram, but work tomorrow. Now, as we can see, as the pigments dry, they tone down a little bit, which is good news. There, we're looking good, aren't we? Getting there. Oh, bench, Space Marines, Wolves Combat Unit, same as Fox. Okay. Sarah had beans on toast with ginger cake. Yeah, I need cake. Yeah. If there's ever to be cake, it has to be cake. Yeah. All of the cake in all of the mouths. Right, what we're going to do, we'll need to work on the inside of these tracks now. Especially on the outer part of the track. Because remember, the little runners on the inside are going to be a little bit shiny, so we can do that. And of course, the return rollers and the drive wheels, they'll pick up a bit of dust that's fallen off the tracks and become a bit sort of rusty looking. They won't actually be rusty, they'll just have a coat of rust on them. But we can work on them when we come to do the hull. Now I want some track primer because it's dried up. Ginger cake, yeah. Oh, sticky. Yeah, sticky ginger cake. Yeah, sticky ginger cake. Back into chat. Phil Lewis, good evening, sir. Sorry I missed you there, Phil, but welcome to you. Billy was Fox's mess with turkey mince. A bench is I have not decided the next build yet. Oh, right. Oh, ginger cake. Beyond Hope, hi, good evening, Beyond Hope. Welcome to you. Yeah, 32 viewing in chat. There's not 32 viewing, so come on, you people out there, come and say hello. Sort of Bob Ross dolls. Oh, right. Yeah, people talk about what else is. Yeah, what else have you been? What else is on the bench, or what do you plan to get on the bench this year? Once summer's over, because we all know that come summer, there's not a lot of building gets done, because it gets too hot in the workshop, and you want to be outside anyway. Oh, we're over here. Yep. So what would be a build you would look forward to getting on the bench, even if you couldn't actually get it? What would you like to have on the bench? So yeah, what would your yeah, that's the question. What would your dream build be if you had the space and the cash and the time and then all the materials? You had an endless supply of workshop materials. What would you model? What model would you go for? For me, I would like a nice big aircraft carrier, a huge aircraft carrier, probably remote controlled, so I could sail it on the lake, or at least sail it for 10 minutes on the lake. Why did I put the lid back on that? Because I need it. So you've won the pools. Yeah, for those of you who don't know what the pools is, it was very similar to the lottery, but it was the pools. So you've won the pools, and you've got this house with a huge workshop, fully loaded, and you're on the net and you see a model. What would it be? What would you get? Hello, Barclay the Third. Hi, yeah, welcome to you as well. Pete Rogers is there. He's viewing. See, there is people out there in chat. There's viewing land that's not chatting, but welcome to you. Thanks for that. I'll try and get through his. I'll try and get through my stash, says Sarah. Buying soon the 1/200 scale Titanic. Yeah, go for it, Michael. But be prepared for a bit of a slog. And yeah, if you're wanting to add any extras to it, or you're building out the box, yeah, be careful what you do, what you want to do it. Don't let it drag you down. If money was no problem, I'd buy a Mavic drone and learn how to do aerial photography. Well, cool, that's alright. I would like a 1/72 HMS Fearless. Oh, beautiful ship, Roger. Yes, Peter. Yeah, she's a glorious, fantastic ship. I still remember her being in service. Never actually saw it, but yeah, she's a glorious ship. Yeah, fully working. Flooding wet dock and everything. Brilliant. Dream build, 1-to-1 Cobra Mark III spaceship from the computer game Elite Dangerous. Right. Where else are we? Yeah, Phil, we're here. That's what we're here for. We're here to entertain, chat, make life merrier. But if you ever need out, just drop us a line. We'll do what we can. We've all been there. But nice of you to be along tonight. Armatech Tiger 1 radio control type 7C. I like the Armatech stuff. I did see one at the Tank Museum many moons ago, and yes, they look fantastic builds. They're engineering kits, I guess, more than model kits. For those of you that don't know Armatech, they're a large scale or a big scale kit that are usually made out of metal. They are sort of miniature reproductions of the real thing, and brilliant. Yeah, I would probably like to build one of them myself if I ever had the time and the place to build it. Yeah, I couldn't build it in the loft. I'd never get it out. It'd be stuck up here forever. Oh. Oh. Scale Modern Chaos, evening everyone. Sorry I'm late. Yes, you'll have to make up time. Yes, chat quick. Lots of chatting, make up for it. Did a guy do a TV series on building a Fearless? He did. I can't remember. Yes, you prompted my memory now. Yes, it was. I could see the guy. I can't think of his name. Had glasses on. I think he was a bit of a comedian or something like that. Or he did a couple of shows, didn't he? He built HMS Fearless, and I think he built a model aircraft as well. Didn't he build? Or was that the guy that was the vet who built a real helicopter and things like that? I can't remember now. I'll have to research that, but I'm sure somebody in chat will tell us. I did see HMS Fearless when she was in mothball at Portsmouth. Very sad sight, but she still did look. She was a beautiful looking ship. Yeah, Cold War dated, but yes, she was a lovely ship. Finished building the Lego Dodger today. Photos in Boom Hut. Well done. Armortech cost an absolute fortune, but so lifelike. Everything the original does, they can do. Yes, that's as I said, that's why I'd have difficulty building it. That is really a kit that I don't have room to build anywhere. But yes, fantastic. There for the dedicated. Sorry, can't see. For the dedicated model builder. Well, I wouldn't say model builder. Like they're engineers. As I say, we can build. We can build plastic model rails, plastic model rail kits, as can people build fully working steam engines. You could equate it to the same thing, really. It's like it's engineering. Oh. Supermodels was a series, and the presenter was Mark Found. That's him, Mark Found. Yes, he did railways as well, didn't he? Yeah, he was a bit of a comedian. I think he also went on to do other presenting, such as caravans and things like that. I haven't seen or heard anything of him for a while. I just wondered if he's give up presenting or gone elsewhere. Max says he's already done a 1/8 radio control F-18, so he's done his dream build. Cost arm of a leg. Yeah, that's the way I went, Mark. I was quite happy building radio control ships, and yes, they cost an arm and a leg. Not so much the kit, but all the RC stuff, all the batteries and everything to go with it. But yeah, I'm now just as happy with a bit of plastic on the bench. Where else are we? I've still got a model boat kit in bits. Well, it's been started, and just needs finishing. But I sort of got away from that. Maybe one day I'll finish it just as a static model. It's a huge single hatch coaster from Scotland, the Arran Mail. Used to sail around the Isles of Arran, obviously delivering mail. And yeah, but what I know now from when I started building that, I've learned a lot since. So a lot of what I've built, I wouldn't be happy to leave it as it was. It'd have to come apart again. So maybe someday in the distant future, I might get around to it. But just as a, yeah, I don't do radio control anymore, so just a static model. A lot of radio control stuff, I don't know about you, Mark, a lot of radio control stuff is actually built as a what we would call a standoff scale. So it would look alright from 20 feet away, but if you were to get close to it, you could certainly see it was lacking in detail, and that's what I like about building models, is the detail. Sarah said e-models are getting her the 1/16th Richard Petty car sometime. Wow, that's nice. See, e-models, yeah. Tell them what you want and they'll do the best to get it for you. So if you have that dream kit, give them a bell. You never know. Just as I say, if you've come along, I'm just making my own washes just out of acrylic, because I don't need them to be enamel, because all I'm using them for is just as a key for the pigment, and it dries pretty quick as well. Bit of quiet time while I'm just concentrating and getting around the corner for this track. Of course, if I get this done, if I do get a chance to get back in the workshop next time when we come along to the tank itself, I'll hopefully have a clear coat on. Then we can do the decals, however you want to pronounce it, decals or decals, or stickers, rub down transfers, water slide transfers, whatever you want to call them. And then we can get into the definite sort of weathering. That's what everybody likes. Building's the easy part. The fun part is the weathering. And as you notice, I haven't done any pre-shading on this. I didn't think it warranted it. Sometimes it can be a little bit too much, a bit appreciating, so I'll post shade it just in the areas where I think it needs it, and then we can chip and paint and weather to our heart's content. Obviously I've still a dude still to do, Barbaroon. Let's have a look back in chat. Ted, doesn't every tread have a black pad so that only the rust goes on the metal areas? No, this one, it's an all metal track. Some of the modern tanks have black pads on them, but these ribs here, if you can see, these ribs here would make contact with the road surface. So what we'll do in the end, when we've got all the rusty bits done, we'll go across and dry brush all these. Yeah, it's only relatively new, sort of relatively new tanks that have track pads on them. That's to stop them tearing up the road. Mark, I totally agree, although I did go to some pretty major competitions and some of the aircraft were rivet perfect. Yeah, commercial stuff though, stand back and squint scale. Yep. We used to call it standoff scale. Yeah, it looked great across the other side of the pond. But that was a quick way of building boats, because people, unlike me, where I used to enjoy the building part of it, there was other guys that liked just to sail, so they would knock out a boat in a couple of weeks and then enjoy sailing it and weren't too fussed about what it looked like. Whereas me, I adore detail. Now I should really have put gloves on, but I forgot, because pigments and rust is messy. Yeah, see how we've got that rusty look. It does look a little bit bright on the screen. Well, on my screen certainly it might look all right on yours. It's not that orange. It does look quite effective. So if we just this other side to do, catch up. As it will be a shelf crane and could go nuts with graphite on the tracks. Yes, I am. That's what I'm planning to do. It will be. I'll do all the highlighting. That's where that's going to be one of the ways. Sorry, that's going to be one of the places where the weathering pencils are going to come into their own. Instead of dry brushing, I forgot about the weathering pencils. We could get the weathering pencils out and we could do each of these tank treads, all of them tank treads. Beyond Hope, not that new an idea. Some Shermans in it had rubber track. I didn't know they were that old. Yeah, but I'll go with that. Yeah, I think it. Is it? I'm probably thinking that the rubber tracks actually give them a little bit more grip on roads. So I would think it's probably the theatre that they're fighting, that they would fit them, take them off, or whatever. That's my guess anyway. Let's have a look. Question to everybody: armour is not my thing, so if you could recommend a kit, what would it be? Armour isn't your thing, right? What is your thing, Mac? Would it be fantasy, space, or something like that? Aircraft, ships? Gives us a bit of an insight what we could recommend for you. Anything Tamiya, says Sarah. True, yeah. Sarah's Malibu starting to take effect. Good. Rubber tracks were to prolong track life. So yes, as you thought, to stop wear and tear on rocky or paved roads. Yeah, that's probably what I was thinking, that if a lot of the tank fighting was going to be, or tank travel was going to be on roads and mountainous areas. Yeah. This painted, this effect is actually really bringing these tracks to life now, and stop them looking so much like rubber band tracks. Just take the excess pigment off, and it wears it into all the recesses. Sure. Right, let's do that. Edward's in. Good evening, Edward. How to you? Yeah, Mark, everybody's recommending Tamiya. Yeah, yeah, Tamiya don't just do armour. There's some nice soft skin vehicles out there. There's some nice aircraft. There's some guns, whatever. There is even some very nice shiny motor cars, which are brilliant to build. Right, I'm just trying not to build, to get dust on everything, but never mind. There we are. Cool. Oh. Aircraft, says Mark, but I'd like to try World War II tank or a vehicle for a change. Well, yeah, well, why not? Why not have a look on our channels? Chris, Gross Models, myself. I've done this, and I've also done, let's have a look. I've done this one, Challenger. That's a nice kit. That's Tamiya. Lovely kit. I've done, you've probably seen all these. I've done the Universal Carrier. That is a nice little kit to start with. Not many parts, bags of detail, and you could build it in a weekend, a couple of weekends. You could build it. If you want to do something totally different, go for the the boat tank. Yeah, the boat tank. That's another dead easy. This is Hobby Boss. This isn't Tamiya though, but still a great kit. Hobby Boss. Yeah, if you go to Hobby Boss, it's the same company as. Well, yeah, it's the same. I think they all come with the same umbrella as AFV Club. AFV Club might be a bit big of a part count for you, but something like that, but something different. But go along and have a look on our channels, myself, or if you want something a little bit different, go across to Fox, Model Making Guru, and have a look what he's done. But yeah, all these builds have been filmed, so you could follow along and see what's see how to do it, or if you get stuck, you could drop one of us a line and ask us. That's what we're here for. So have a look. Yeah, pick something that somebody's built on YouTube. Then when you get stuck, you can have a look. Where are we? But yeah, some of the, as Fox says, some of the older Tamiya kits are really pocket money things now. Or if you want to really have a bit of fun, squidgy tanks, toon tanks. Yeah, they're a bit of fun. There's lots out there. For soft skin, tried the open bits. That's one I was. That was one I was trying to think of. Oh. Fancy building a Sherman. Lots of Shermans out there. Yeah, there's hundreds of Shermans. I do have a Sherman in the stash. I've actually got Fury. That could be a next video build. So we'll do Fury. Another one that's quite good, a Fox has built it as well, is the Tamiya Jeep, or the Long Range Desert Group kits. They're nice. Yeah, see how you can see now. You can see the difference in the track colours. How when we put it on with the rest of the tank, it all goes well. William Rayborn, hi Ted, hi everybody in chat. Right, Ted, I'm right up for those Ickle tank. They look brilliant. Yes, these are the Meng Toon tanks. There's this one, really easy build. We Fox, Colin and I, we built these in 4 hours from out of the box to painted. We did them as a 4-hour Christmas build. That's that one. And then I've got that one as well. For a little tank, bags of detail on them, go together brilliantly, and yeah, you can build them in. You can build them in a single sitting. So that's that one. Or Scharnhorst. Yeah, see, they're all there. The world is your oyster. You've just got to decide. If you want to decide on a few things and then can't quite make your mind up what you want to go for, yeah, drop us a line. Any of us, drop us a line and say, I've thought of these, which you think we should go for. That's what, yeah, we're here to help. There we go. Right, it's gone about 10:15. I'm beginning to flag a bit now. I think I've got enough done on these tracks just to let them. I'll let them dry off now, and then we'll do some highlighting on the track. On the tracks, we'll do some weathering on the tracks and highlight them, and then hopefully by next week I'll have some clear coat down. We'll get some decals on, and then we'll start weathering the outside of this tank and making it look awesome. But for tonight, I think we'll call it a night, because I am really flagging now. Time to go to bed. Work tomorrow. But Sarah says, don't stop, Ted. I'm on my third drinking. Tell you what, Sarah, run it back to the start, and then you've got an hour and 20 minutes of me again. And yes, we're still here. But I think we'll leave it at that for now. The tank needs a death core crew. Behave yourself. Wendy says, good night everyone, take care and look after yourselves. Wendy, thank you very much for coming in. It's been lovely having your company. It's been lovely having everybody's company. But I think I'll leave it for tonight. I will come back next week. Because I'm really getting into this weathering of this tank now. That's the bit we're all into in it. So I'll leave it. I'll say good night to everybody. Thanks for joining. Don't forget, come and join me on Patreon, use super chat, things like that. Keep me going, keep the momentum up. But anyway, until next time, till next week. I can't remember who's coming up next, but yeah, just keep an eye on the channels, like and subscribe, press the notification bell down here somewhere, and you'll get ideas of when we're coming back. So until next time, give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you all next week. Bye everyone, thanks for coming. Bye.